Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. The Greensboro Urban Area Metropolitan Planning Organization, or MPO, is seeking public comment on a proposed amendment to the 2045 Metropolitan Transportation Plan. The amendment proposes the removal of a planned connector street between Fleming and Lewiston roads and removing a proposed interchange at the connector road and the urban loop. The public has until 5 p.m. on Friday, August 5th to submit their comments in writing, or they may comment during a public hearing at the Wednesday, August 10th virtual meeting of the MPO Transportation Advisory Committee. The draft 2045 MTP Amendment is available online for review. It identifies surface transportation projects recommended for construction through the year 2045. The proposed Fleming-Lewiston connector and Fleming-Lewiston interchange were added to the 2045 MTP to provide an additional route from north of Greensboro into the city and access to the urban loop Interstate 840. Send comments to Lydia McIntyre, the city's senior civil engineer, by mail at P.O. Box 3136, Greensboro, North Carolina 27402. Solar panels are becoming more prevalent in Greensboro as an energy-efficient source of power. In an effort to help residents navigate the installation process, the City of Greensboro's Development Services Division has outlined the role it plays on its website. Basically, solar panel installation requires city building and electrical permits and associated inspections. It is the installation company's responsibility, not the residents, to work with the city on following these requirements. Residents can stay up to date on the permit and inspection process for their installation by entering the street address of the job into the city's online portal. The portal tracks when contractors apply for permits, when they are received, and when contractors request inspections, and when they are scheduled. For more information and to navigate the portal, visit the city's website or call the Development Services Office at 336-373-2155. As part of its Downtown Arts Initiative, Creative Greensboro has commissioned an original piece of art by local artist Ramon Barjwaj. The artwork is installed on the outer wall of the Katie Dorset Council Chamber, visible from the Government Plaza entrance to the Melvin Municipal Office Building. Entitled Moving Forward with Hope, Joy, and Harmony, the digital artwork represents Barjwaj's artistic reflection on Greensboro in 2021. The work has been enlarged to 10 feet by 20 feet and will be on display through early next year. A smaller version is displayed in the Greensboro Cultural Center and will become part of the city's permanent artwork collection. Downtown Arts features and supports the work of Greensboro-based artists and enhances the city's built environment with original artwork. Barjwaj was chosen from 17 applicants by a selection committee comprised of Cultural Affairs Commission members and staff from the city's Communications and Marketing Department. Barjwaj is an international painter, muralist, illustrator, and graphic designer who has painted more than 40 murals across the country, many of which can be seen here in Greensboro. The Melvin Municipal Office Building is located at 300 West Washington Street. The city developed a partnership with Cone Health to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
How well do you really understand food labels? It's an important step in making healthy choices. Let's talk about what you should look for. The first thing you should look at in a nutrition food label is the serving size, because that's going to differ from the portion size. The nutrition serving size is based off of one serving of that food and beverage, you may eat more than one serving, and you'll have to account for that on the facts label as far as total calories, fat, all of those things. So the percent daily value, or capital D, capital V on the foods label, is going to be a guide for you as far as how much of one nutrient you should get per day. And that's based off a percentage out of 2,000 calories a day, which you may need more or less of, depending on your stature, activity level, things like that. As an example, if a food label has 5% daily value, that's going to be 5% of your needs of that nutrient per day. So when you're looking at the total fat in a product, you'd also want to go underneath that and look at the breakdown of the fat. So trans fat, saturated fat, and unsaturated fat. For saturated fat, or fats that are solid at room temperature, you'd really want to look to limit those, or again, have no more than 5% of your daily value for those foods. For trans fats, I'd really recommend avoiding foods that have trans fats. They're man-made, they're not natural, and really not something that you'd want to consume on a regular basis, whereas unsaturated fats are your healthy fats, and those are things that are helpful for your joints, for your brain health, and those are liquid at room temperature. So when you're looking for sugars on the nutrition fact label, you really want to focus in on those added sugars, because those added sugars are what you'd really want to limit or avoid. That doesn't provide any nutritional value in your diet, but does add up as far as your daily caloric allotment pretty quickly. You should definitely be looking at vitamins, minerals, and fiber that's listed on the facts label. Getting a variety of those types of nutrients is all really important for daily functioning, and also preventing illnesses, for anemia, osteoporosis, all those things you hear about that you get later in life. For daily fiber requirements, for adult males, it should be somewhere around 37 grams per day, and adult females somewhere around 25 grams per day. And you can find those in any fruits, vegetables, or whole grains. And eating a variety of those foods, eating foods with color, making your plate colorful is all a really great way to make sure you're getting that variety. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this information has been helpful. If you're interested in more information, go to conehealth.com/healthyeating. I'm Lisa Balestrino.
Local artists can apply for the city's next residency, and there's still time to get tickets for the International Civil Rights Center and Museum Gala. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Creative Greensboro is accepting applications for Greensboro residency for original works. Guilford County-based creative individuals and organizations can apply through August 14th for residencies of up to 8 weeks occurring between this December and December 2023. Creative Greensboro is particularly interested in programs for communities of color, low-income residents, and people with disabilities. Application workshops will be held from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday, July 23rd in the Greensboro Cultural Center. GROW is a flexible space located in the entrance to the Greensboro Cultural Center. Selected artists receive free access to the studio space, dedicated marketing support, and $300 for each week of the residency. Ryan Deal, the director of Creative Greensboro, said our creative economy is what makes Greensboro unique. We look forward to the ways GROW continues to support the work of our creative people and organizations by connecting the community at large to their work. Residencies must include at least 6 hours of creative programming each week that is free to the public. Residents may also use the time to use the space for private studio hours or to sell artwork and offer other fee-based programs. To learn more about upcoming residencies or how to apply to GROW, visit the city's website. The International Civil Rights Center and Museum is hosting its annual fundraising gala on Monday, July 25th at 6:30 p.m. at the Corey Convention Center. During these events, the museum will acknowledge not only the nonviolent activists who sustained the 1960 Greensboro Civil Rights Movement for 6 months until the lunch counter was formally desegregated, but local and national activists who have made significant contributions to advancing civil and human rights since then. Their work shows how communities might bridge the generations of social justice movements. The 62nd anniversary of the day when the lunch counter was racially integrated on July 25, 1960, offers the opportunity for civil rights supporters to take note of the wide range of participants who have added their passion and skills to the ever-broadening struggle for human dignity and equal civic belonging. Doors will open at 5:30 p.m., allowing sufficient time to verify COVID-19 negative test status and/or check vaccination cards. Interested corporate sponsors may still learn more about sponsorship opportunities. Individual tickets for in-person participation are available for $150, and tickets for the virtual experience can be purchased for $50. Visit the museum's website. The Greensboro Police Department is bringing back National Night Out, and it will take place on Tuesday, August 2nd. The department is thrilled to once again host this popular event in person, keeping COVID safety measures in mind. Each participating neighborhood will receive balloons, t-shirts, and a yard sign. National Night Out is a unique crime and drug prevention program sponsored by the Greensboro Police Department. The purpose is to enhance the relationship between neighbors and law enforcement while bringing back a sense of community. For more information about GPD's National Night Out program, call the Office of Community Engagement at 336-373-2636. Partners Ending Homelessness will host its annual fundraiser, which highlights America's favorite pastime. Coming up after the break, find out how home runs can strike out homelessness. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. It takes a village and the willingness for the community to rally around the resources needed to eradicate homelessness. Joining me now to explain how you can do your part as a resident or business owner is Kentia Smith. She is the Housing Support Specialist with Partners Ending Homelessness. Hello, Kentia. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for joining me. So tell us about the services provided by Partners Ending Homelessness and how that works within our community.
Yeah, so Partners Ending Homelessness was established in 2009. Our main mission is to ensure that all Guilford County residents has a home. And so we have several programs, but our most two programs that we have is our coordinated entry and street outreach. Coordinated entry is a streamlined process that helps clients who are homeless get linked to resources and possible long-term housing programs. Street outreach actually goes out into community, tent communities under bridges to actually where the homeless people are living, and we take supplies such as hygiene, food, tents, things like that. So those are our two main programs. In addition, we do work as the administrative applicant for the Continuum of Care, Guilford County Continuum of Care. But our main focus is to make sure that everyone in Guilford County has a home.
Okay, I like the personal touch that you add by going out and actually finding the individuals in need and providing them with the supply kits that you give them. Tell us about Home Run for Homelessness. That's your big fundraising event. How does that support the work you do?
So we do this annual fundraiser in partnership with the Greensboro Grasshoppers. And what this is we reach out to the community, local businesses, churches, anyone who wants to get involved, and ask them to do a sponsorship from $250 up to $2,500. And so we get a game through the Greensboro Grasshoppers where we get to showcase all our sponsors. Our fundraiser started in March and it will end this week. And so in July, we will have a game, and it allows us to not only thank our sponsors, but showcase them to the community and just let them know they were a vital part of our support.
Nice. And as I said earlier, it takes a village, and we need everyone in the community to support this. Now, each year, Partners Ending Homelessness will select an agency that you highlight for their work and commitment to homeless needs. What agency is being honored this year and why?
We are actually honoring two because I felt like you couldn't honor just one of these agencies. We're honoring Open Door Ministries and Leslie's House of West End Ministries. For those who don't know, Open Door Ministries is the shelter for men and Leslie's House is the shelter for women. So even though these shelters are gender specific, we wanted to highlight them because they have done such great work over the years, especially with this past year with COVID and just with the winter sheltering. Both of these have great leaderships and great staff. They go above and beyond to ensure that the community of homeless has a place to go. And even in the wintertime, when there was a limited space, they would move and change things around just to get people in. And so we felt that they deserve it. And like I said, with them both dealing with each gender, I feel like you couldn't identify one without giving the other one some, some notoriety as well.
Excellent. Well, I know they will be very honored to receive that recognition. Now, who are some of the current Home Run for Homelessness sponsors, and how can others in the community get involved with this?
So we have some of our O's who's always donate. We have Friends of Room at the End. We have Lincoln Financial. We've gotten some really great new ones. One of our new ones is Pizza Hut of Greensboro. They've been a great support for us for 2 years. We've had 2 new small businesses. One is My Box Mobile Triad. The other one's FSI Office, and both of these have been new sponsors. We also get a lot of great support from the church community, religious community. And so Mount Zion Church, Reed's Memorial, St. Mary's Episcopalian in High Point, Westland Memorial. It's just so many different types of avenues. But we try to get support from anyone who just wants to give to a great cause. We've even got Cone Health, as well as Wake Forest Baptist, is through their Faith Health Ministries. And so we just have so many different sponsors. Like I said, we even have nonprofits such as Akashi Solutions, who helps become a sponsor for us as well. So we just have a multitude of sponsors, and we just ask anyone who wants to give to a great organization and a great fund that goes directly to the clients. All the money we raise for Home Run for Homelessness goes directly to our clients. It's to purchase and serve and do everything we need. They can reach out to me, Kentia, at partnersendinghomelessness.org, and we will definitely let them have the information they need to become a sponsor.
Fantastic. I know folks will get behind this, and it's nice to see such a wide range of entities within our community supporting you.
Yes.
Now, the big question is, you've got the big Home Run for Homelessness. When does this Greensboro Grasshoppers game take place?
It takes place July 30th, and the game opens at 6. I also want to let people know, if you go and buy your tickets directly from Mr. Stephen Johnson at the Greensboro Grasshoppers and let them know you're supporting Home Run for Homelessness, you get $2 off those tickets. And it's really great. There's fireworks, there's food. I mean, I'm not a sports person, but I love food and fireworks, and it's great for your family. And so it's not only our way to showcase our sponsors, but it's also a great way for us to meet and bring our families and just have a good time and celebrate, the great work that these agencies do.
Wonderful. Well, like I said, it is America's pastime. Everybody loves a good old-fashioned baseball game, and this is a great cause. So thank you, Ms. Kentia. It's always a pleasure to learn about Partners Ending Homelessness. I am sure the event will be a huge success.
Thank you. I really hope. And like I said, anyone who wants to get involved, please reach out to me. Our phone number is 336-553-2715. We'll be more supportive to pick it up, whatever we need to do. And we just like to thank the city of Greensboro always for being so supportive to us and just being a great ally.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council has resumed meeting in the Katie Dorset Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. Publix supermarkets will host on-site hiring events for its distribution center positions. The employment events will take place at the Barber Park Event Center located at 1500 Barber Park Drive in Greensboro. Publix will have a team of hiring managers on site interviewing and making offers on the spot. Interviews will take place on Monday, July 18th and Tuesday, July 19th. Another round of interviews will take place on Monday, July 25th and Tuesday, July 26th from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. both weeks. These hiring events will be focused on recruiting for the following positions: warehouse selectors, warehouse persons, forklift operators, and dock persons. Prospective applicants are welcome to walk in to the event, but are encouraged to apply in advance. Publix is recruiting for additional positions. For more information about all job openings, visit the company's website. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight. But first, let's see how the City of Greensboro is committed to equity and inclusion.
Equity and inclusion are vital for the City of Greensboro's ability to grow and innovate in such a fast-changing environment. One Greensboro is a monthly show that highlights some of the ways the Office of Equity and Inclusion honors the observances listed on our Heritage Calendar and spotlights a City of Greensboro employee in a segment we call The One. These observances are an integral part of the National Equal Employment Opportunity and Civil Rights Program and encourage us to live as one people, one community, one Greensboro.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Trotter Active Adult Center, in partnership with the organization to provide equal access to technology, is offering Silver Tech. These are technology classes designed for adults who do not have access to a computer or would like to learn basic computer and internet skills. The cost is $100 for 4 weeks, and participants will receive a computer they get to keep once they complete all the classes. Sessions will take place on Thursdays and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The Thursday Silver Tech classes will meet from July 21st to August 11th. The Saturday Silver Tech sessions will meet from now to August 13th. The Silver Tech program explains how to set up and start your computer, navigate the internet, and use Microsoft Office. To register, call Trotter Active Adult Center at 336-373-2927. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to NC Works. NC Works collaborated with Evangel Fellowship Church to host the Hub for Hope employment event. The outdoor event featured employers such as Greensboro Transit Authority, Guilford County, Publix Supermarkets, Guilford Metro 911, North Carolina A&T, and the City of Greensboro. Participants received information from other agencies, including Greensboro Housing Coalition, Legal Aid, GTCC, and Triad Adult and Pediatric Medicine. Way to go, NC Works. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM and 100.7 FM. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro, and now GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.